What's going on, everybody? Welcome to G-Miles World Podcast. And what we're going to be talking about is a Sunday night football game, week 9 of the 2018 NFL season, where the Patriots and the Packers, they met up again. It's not expected that these two guys would meet again until 2022, according to what the estimated schedule is. So we probably won't see these two quarterbacks meet ever again. Tom Brady said he wants to play until he's 45. He's 41 right now. That's 4 years exactly. Who knows what will happen, but I completely doubt it. We're going to go ahead and jump into this whole GOAT situation because leading up to this, there was a lot of hype. They even had Michael Jordan himself make a commercial about, about the GOAT. And I just want to talk about that because when you talk about the jewelry and all that stuff, obviously he has 5 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady, he's been to 8 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers has 1. And a lot of people seem to, it's a similar comparison with Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And I'm going to tell you right now, watching this game yesterday, there is no doubt in my mind that Tom Brady is the better quarterback. Now, Aaron Rodgers is more gifted, but you can't, it doesn't make any sense for anybody. There is no, it's not like some kind of conspiracy about who the GOAT is. Tom Brady has proven that he is the GOAT. I understand he's lost to Eli Manning twice in the Super Bowl. Listen, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, that dude, Eli Manning is the luckiest man ever to walk the earth. I'm going to tell you that right now. The dude just literally came out and just beat on Tom Brady twice, bro. And you know what's funny? One time you can get lucky, but the second time it's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying, bro? Something's going on. It's something weird about it, but it is what it is. But overall, when you look at the way Tom Brady just knows how to win. Now, we can go schematically about, okay, what if Bill Belichick was his coach? What if Bill Belichick did my mom's? You could do whatever you want with that, but it doesn't really matter because what we're doing right now, you could go with the hypothesis of this and that and the thesis of this and that, but what's reality? Reality is Tom Brady did meet up with Bill Belichick. He was drafted in the 6th round. Bill Belichick did choose him. It is what it is. It's over. All you can do right now is marvel at the fact that this man at 41 years old is still doing what he's doing. Now, Aaron Rodgers, he makes it seem so easy with the flick of the wrist. Bro, look at the flick of the wrist to throw the football. Aaron Rodgers he is extremely gifted, but again, his coach does not compare to Bill Belichick. Now, you might argue, a lot of Patriot fans might argue, even without that defense, Tom Brady with the Packers would have probably won more Super Bowls. I don't believe that because when your defense is giving up 100,000 points a game, you're not going to win. And that's primarily what Bill Belichick's defense again did last night. They made it so that Aaron Rodgers couldn't just roam free and do whatever he wanted. Even though, there was a lot of yards accumulated, they couldn't get those touchdowns in key situations. That's the difference, bro. Not giving up the TD and just giving up the field goal. That's the big issue. That's what Bill Belichick adds to Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying? So if you give Tom Brady to Mike McCarthy, and it's the same thing, bro, do you guys remember Eddie Lacy, the guy that ate himself out of the NFL? That's the kind of stuff that Aaron Rodgers has been dealing with. Tom Brady, he gets players that are not really they don't wow you. Even though Josh Gordon is starting to look pretty good, they don't really wow you. That over his career, his best receiver, in my opinion, has been Randy Moss. And we're talking about a 19-year career or whatever. Bro, this dude had one really good receiver. Okay, he had a defense with Darrelle Revis and Browner or whatever. And did they win the Super Bowl that year? Yeah, they did win the Super Bowl. He's had certain years where he's had really good talent. But remember, he didn't even win the Super Bowl with Randy Moss. And you guys got to understand, everybody's talking about how unstoppable Gronk is, but he's very, very rarely available. So Tom Brady is doing this stuff, and the reasoning behind why he's still able to win most of the games is because the defense makes stands. So you can argue it. You know what I'm saying? You can argue whichever way if you flip both of them, but I think that Bill Belichick is the one common denominator. If you give Tom Brady to Mike McCarthy, I don't think he's winning like that. And that's where I get into a lot of debates with Patriot fans because he's a winner, but he's a winner where he is. You can't it's sort of like, I don't know if you guys remember when the Lakers put together all those old bums that were like legends or whatever. I forgot all the idiots that were there, but it was a lot of great players, but they were older and they were all there. It was like, oh, the Lakers have so much talent. I think it was like Karl Malone. A lot of old guys' kneecaps didn't even work. And they were just getting destroyed. It doesn't really matter the amount of, immense talent you put together. The Golden State Warriors, that's the exception to the rule because they're just a fine, that's a well-oiled machine. But you can't really guarantee anything. And that's why when we talk about it, barbershop at the bar, whatever, I try to explain to people, Bill Belichick is the reason. Now, did he cheat, to get himself to a certain level with Spygate? There was a lot of files and a lot of videos that were deleted and destroyed that we never saw. So we don't know how egregious it actually was. But I don't believe that he's the only coach to have done that in the NFL. So that's just me. I'm just looking at it overall. Did he go above and beyond by having, like, custodians in there, like fake recording? And I don't know what he was doing. I heard he had people in the stands, like, recording plays that weren't even supposed to be in the stadium. The dude's a savage, okay? But at this point, even after he's been caught, he still won 2 Super Bowls. So at some point, people have to understand, like, maybe what he was doing, trying to get signals, whatever like that, it's going to help. But look at the Super Bowls. They weren't like drastic blowouts and stuff like that. Usually they won by 3. You had Vinatieri had to come out to kick a field goal. So it's so many different moving parts with it. But the one thing that I can tell you is, like, system for system, right? Tom Brady's in a great system. Aaron Rodgers is not, because he has to go through a lot more than what Tom Brady has. That consistency. Even though a lot of people like Skip Bayless may argue about the defense and what happened with the Eagles, he has that consistency. And by the way, look at what Malcolm Butler's doing right now. He's the worst corner in the league by the numbers. That dude sucks. But I'm very, very happy for him that he was able to get his money from that Super Bowl. You see the way situations change? What if Malcolm Butler doesn't pick that interception? What if he doesn't pick that ball against the Seahawks? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different things. What if this, what if that? The one thing that I can say about it is, Tom Brady he's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers overall, where they are right now. The more gifted quarterback is easily Aaron Rodgers. And Tom Brady even admitted that. I'm not debating that. But with the ease in which they started this game off the Patriots with the hurry-up offense, this man is 41 years old, bruh. See, that's what people don't seem to understand, and he doesn't get enough credit for it. He's 41 years old out there balling on these young boys. He's like Jay-Z in the rap game. It's like, bro, you're mad old, you still doing it, and you still hot. Like, bro, the dude dropping albums with his wife and it's just going platinum. He's doing whatever he wants. Hard work pays off. You got to keep grinding. This dude, I don't know what's going on, but what's amazing to me is Gronkowski, at his younger age, is more of a liability than Tom Brady at his age. That's what's scary. And, like, at this point, Gronk is really on the brink of not being able to get to that Hall of Fame career because he's always nicked. And Tom Brady has won Super Bowls without him, so it's not like, he needs him to be out there. Is it a bonus? Yes. But now if Josh Gordon starts to get grabs like that and is able to make plays like that, the Patriots can be, look, man, they might end up winning the Super Bowl again with all this hype, because we just got to see that the Saints beat on the Rams. So it's not like anybody is, like, truly dominant. But the one thing that we know is, as long as Bill Belichick is there and Robert Kraft is not giving him a nightmare of what he wants to do with the team. Because imagine this, right? This is what I'm talking about with, like, hypothesis, right? Say Bill Belichick got his way and he got rid of Tom Brady, right? And Tom Brady is playing elsewhere and he has Jimmy Garoppolo the way he wanted it. I want to know in the comments, do you think that the Patriots would be in the same position right now? Because I honestly believe that they would. You see what I'm saying? Like, they would go to the playoffs. Like, the system is very, like, these systems that you play with, the triangle with Phil Jackson, like, certain systems and certain players make teams what they are. And Tom Brady makes this team a dynasty because he's great. But in addition to that, he has a great coach. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of like LeBron James. He's never really had a good coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, all his coaches are like idiots. Every coach he's ever had, they're not real coaches. He has to coach himself. So that's why he's, like, kind of an exception to the rule when you're giving credit, because he didn't have those great coaches like Michael Jordan did. And he was able to do a lot of the things that he was able to accomplish. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look at this system, I knew, and I bet that the Patriots would beat the Green Bay Packers simply because I knew defensively Bill Belichick's defense would get more stops than the Packers' defense. You see what I'm saying? When both quarterbacks are great, now you got to balance out the defenses. Do both of their defenses, they're not really that good, but Bill Belichick doesn't give up touchdowns. He gives up field goals. You see what I'm saying? And if he does give up a touchdown, eventually he just gets outright stops and punts. And you saw a lot of that stuff happen in the second half of the game yesterday. So in conclusion of everything, in my opinion, Tom Brady is the best quarterback to ever play the game, simply because of what he's been able to do with the longevity in which he's been able to do it. If you disagree with me, I would love to hear your comments. Thank you for watching. G Miles World Podcast, available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify, and also on Android. Until next time, one love.